Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedskye.com.
Alrighty, hold on here. Hi, Terry. Hi, Talk's Nest. Hi, guys. How is everybody? Hi, Linda.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to
Good morning.
Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Of course, a big shout out to our good friends over at Diamond's Natural Store. We absolutely love their support. If you have a fur baby and you want to have it be healthy, reach out to diamondsnaturalstore.com for all your fur baby's healthy diet needs. Welcome in, Lana. How was Thanksgiving?
I'm busy. I've had a cold. And so has my guest. And we just, that cold going around, you guys. It's been pretty, you can still hear I'm a little congested, but I'm better. So yeah. But other than that, it was good. How was yours?
Always fun and busy. We always go up to the Wisconsin Dells and play in the people soup. So
okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to be going up there soon. I'm going to go. There's things to do up there for the winter. So anyway, what I'm doing is today is we're going to talk about near-death experiences. I have not talked about my podcast about this yet, but I have met many people who've had them, and I have a guest with me. Her name is Tina. For my podcast, for my TikTokers, you'll have to listen. If you want to see what we're seeing on the screen, you can visit 216 the net or YouTube, Lana's Enchanted Skye, or my Facebook or Twitch, or TikTok is not connected to everything like it should be yet. So we are having a separate podcast on there too. So hi, Tina. How are you? She is one of my moderators. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Lena?
How do you feel? Are you feeling okay?
Doing a lot better than I was.
Good. She was not well. I had talked to her, and you had the flu, right? Wasn't that what it started as?
Yes, it was the flu.
Okay. She had a near-death experience, and I thought it was very interesting because she told me exactly what I see and I know to be true. I talked to a lot of people who've gone through near-death experiences. As a medium, I talk to the other side. So she had described exactly what I see. So I want you to, give me the background of what all happened. I loved listening to it. I want you guys to hear it. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so what had happened was that I was very sick, and I had called my husband, or my husband had called me because I wasn't able to get my son to call my husband.
Okay.
And when my dad came over to help me, I had passed out in his arms. After asking him to pick me up, I passed out, did not realize that I passed out.
Okay.
And
so what did you pass out from? What was going on? From the flu. Now, was this from that, or wasn't it because you had a low blood sugar?
Yes, it was from
right,
it was from the low blood sugar.
You couldn't eat, or you were throwing everything up, and
right.
Okay.
I was throwing up, and then I went right back to bed. And so when I passed out, I didn't realize that my soul had came out of my body. Did not realize that. I went into, and what I did not realize was that you make heaven what you want it to be. And it was just so beautiful because I love Christmas so much. Like Christmas was my absolute holiday that I just love to see, with family and everything. And so when I went and saw heaven, there was a bunch of Christmas trees, as if it was just like a bunch of trees everywhere. It was all decorated like a forest, but with all these ornaments and
Mhm.
decorations. And as I was walking into the field, the
Uh-huh.
grass was just as green. I cannot explain exactly how
Yep.
green it was.
I understand. I get
And it was just something that you could not imagine.
it. Okay.
And as I entered the kingdom, I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what was going on. And these people were just laughing, smiling. They were just young. They were not old. And it was just absolutely just phenomenal. And they were just having like hot cocoa and just having eggnog and smiling,
Uh-huh.
just having a
Uh-huh.
good old time. And when I'm so excited to know this, is that they actually had welcomed me into their kingdom, and they knew my name, and I was kind of astonished, like, how did they know my name?
Mhm.
And so on the left side of me, there was a woman that was laying down on her belly. She was playing the lottery. And I was like, okay, lottery, you know?
Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
so I asked her, I said, where am I? And she said, honey, she says, you're in God's kingdom. I said, oh. And we was talking, and I heard my name being called out, Tina. And I said, who is that? And next thing I know is that she had told me, honey, she says, that's your creator who created you. And when I woke up, I was in the hospital.
That's cool. That's cool. So this is an interesting thing that I got. Now, I've not had a past life or a near-death experience. I have not. However, as a medium, I'm always there. So and you're right. I cannot describe the color
Yeah, no.
because it's greener than green. And
Yeah.
it's like the color sings God's praises. I
Yes.
can't describe this to you.
It
But I understand. Now, you also described seeing a meadow, which I always see. Every time I cross, I see a big meadow. So what was that like for you? You said there was something about a meadow?
I don't know how to explain it. It's really phenomenal. Like it was just like really, you got me on this one. It was really, really nice to go in there and see the meadow that.
Was it big? Was it sunny? What was it like?
There was no sun. There was no sun, but it was just
Okay.
Vibrant.
Yeah, it was warm.
Okay. Vibrant.
It
Okay.
was, I don't know how to explain it, but there was no sun. And it was just warm, and it was just comforting. Like
Okay.
you weren't scared. You just wasn't scared. And all I could do was just talk to everybody because I was just like really happy. I was just happy. I didn't want to come back.
So
I was upset when
so
I came back.
Yeah.
a quick question is, could you see people's faces? Or were they like Amish, where they're, you knew they were people, but you couldn't see their face?
I saw their faces, but
Uh-huh.
the one thing I did forget was that my great uncle was there, and he said that his name was David, and that my grandma and grandpa was there. I didn't see anybody else that I knew,
Right.
but I did see other people that was just, not not Amish, but more so just everybody was joining in together, like not dressed differently. They were just having fun.
So you were at home when you had passed out,
Right.
and then you woke up in the hospital. About how long of a time was that?
Not sure.
Earth time, right?
I don't know exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, it was obviously longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But whenever I woke up, they were when I woke up, everything was just hazy because I didn't know where I
Sure.
was. It was blurry.
Uh,
I was just waking up. I don't know. They were pushing fluids in me. Everything was just,
Sure.
you know,
Now, what was the feeling? I'm curious about. I mean, were you like
yes.
floating like a balloon animal
no,
on a Macy's
Yeah.
Day Parade, or was it just like? I mean, I'm intrigued. I mean,
yeah,
you got me because I'm like, this is super super cool, right?
yeah. I actually wasn't. I was actually just walking. I wasn't floating or anything. I was just walking like normal, like we would here on Earth. Um, it just, what really got me is that I didn't really want to come back
Sure,
because
sure.
it was that nice. But but God told me the one thing I did forget to tell you was that my mission here on Earth was not done. I had things I had to do here before I went back home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
And
So it's very interesting to hear because I've known you forever and you told me this and I'm going, oh no, I got to have this on a podcast.
yeah,
So she's my moderator, by the way, one of my moderators who takes care of me and keeps people from being stupid
yeah.
on my
yeah,
on my TikTok and my YouTube channel.
That's a
So
heck of a job.
yeah, and I've known her for a while, and what she described to me is exactly what everybody else has described and what I have seen on the other side. Now, you guys know that I can visit because that's how I connect. I don't, people want to know how I do it. I don't know. This is what I do. This is how I
Right.
help you with your,
Yeah.
I help heal. I am in service to you. So all I know is that I see a big meadow. I always see this meadow, and there is a very soft wind blowing, and it's as far as your eye can see, and it vibrates. There's a vibration to the color. I can't, so I right away, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is definitely a true story. This has definitely happened. Do
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, I mean, it's just interesting. And everybody pretty much says a lot of the same things. Now, you said that you didn't know all those other people, but you seem like you knew them yet, but you didn't.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know them, but they were just smiling and I just wanted to just join in and they were
Uh,
just welcoming me. And that was just the most amazing experience. I never got to experience something really nice like that ever.
that's awesome.
And I wanted to stay there. It was
Oh,
just
oh,
something I
yeah.
wanted.
Of course you would, So tell me more about this lottery ticket thing. What was this woman was on the ground playing lottery tickets? So
I,
would that have been her heaven? Playing
maybe,
lottery tickets for fun?
maybe,
All right.
maybe.
That's awesome.
I think so. She was just, I don't know what kind of lottery tickets, but she was just playing like all these lottery tickets. She had, scratch
Scratches?
offs and she
Yeah.
had like the lotteries and she was just
Okay.
winning. She was just winning there. And I was
And
like,
she was winning the lottery.
yeah, I was like, what?
You have to remember it's heaven. And when it's whatever you want out of your life, what's your heaven? What
Right.
is your heaven? Every time I've seen people and I've talked to them on the other side, they're in heaven and they're doing what they want to do. So people are kind of like, they're put back by that a little. Sometimes people are smoking. I've seen people smoking
Yeah.
pot. I've seen people drinking. I mean, you can't really drink the only thing you can't do on the other side is eat. You don't eat, but you go through the motion.
I think that's called 1970s, Lana.
I'm serious. The stuff I've seen people doing, and you're like, hey,
So-
it's heaven. You get to do what you want.
So was this recently, Tina, or was this?
Yes.
Yes. It was on the 14th, either the
Wow.
13th or the 14th. Yeah.
Wow.
And then the
And-
next day I went back, like 2 days later, I went back into the hospital.
Now, are you having conversations with God, trying to figure out, all right, what was that about? What am I, so, Lana, you've had conversation, Jesus has revealed himself, and I have too. And, I always, a lot of times I'm in my car or meditating, like, all right, come back and tell me what that meant. Right. Or is it pretty clear that you were like, all right,
Yes. Was it pretty clear? I mean, that was your myth. They were telling you, right? I mean,
Yeah, it was very, very clear. And till this day, I still remember everything. And
wow.
I
Now,
talk to God every day.
have you dreamed about it since?
No, No, I haven't. No, it made me change my perspective on things, what I say and what I do now. I
Yeah.
try to be a little nicer, think about what others want rather than what I want, and what God tells me that what I should do and what I should not do. But
Okay.
the only thing is that I didn't see Jesus.
Right.
I did not see Jesus. I did see everybody. Sorry about that. But the thing is that it was really beautiful.
Yeah.
I just don't know how.
You can't describe it. I understand that part.
Yeah.
I said, when I'm on the other side, then they're showing me things. The colors aren't like they are here. They're brighter. They vibrate. They sing, and I understand that part of it. So that's why I said I wanted to share this with everybody, because I just, when she told me, I was like, wow. Like I've been exploring doing a podcast on near-death experiences, and so I'm always looking for people that have had one, because everybody's is slightly different, but yet they're the same. Do you know what I'm saying? So because your idea of heaven, what is your idea of heaven? Which is I find it very interesting. You would see the woman with the lottery tickets, because that was a very big thing, telling everybody that what is your heaven? What would heaven be to you may not be to somebody else.
Right.
Maybe somebody wanted to win their whole life, win the lotto, and they tried to win the lotto their whole life. And so, do you see what I'm saying? That's their heaven. So, and I find that I've never heard that one before. That was a very interesting detail that I think is really cool. That's okay. So anyway, I just, I don't know. So, have you had death experiences?
Not near death experience. No.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I like the fact, when people are, talking about it, because I have not experienced it, but I'm doing it from a different perspective. I'm alive going there. So, you know what I'm saying? And I understand it's like, because I've also experienced the Hall of Records, is what I'm told it was. I've experienced where I've talked to somebody, and it's okay.
Famous.
And
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. All right. And it's okay. Well, I've experienced where somebody has been talking to me from the other side that I helped cross over. Yeah. And I'm on, and I look down, and there's these marble stairs, and the lighting, the soft lighting, those lights that we get, that we put behind us when we're doing our podcasts, that soft, warm, soft white light. It's almost like everything there is that. Everything around you is that. All I know is I talked to this guy, and it was marble. There was a marble columns and a marble like a step. And I stood. He was up on the high step. I was on the low, and I looked up, and he goes, "Hi, do you recognize me?" Because you have to remember, I helped send this guy was stuck in or something, and it happened on Weary Road, by the way, because Weary Road, most haunted place in the world. Anyway, and so he came to me in a dream to thank me, and he said he was going to help me however he could, and it was heaven. I don't care what anybody says. That's what this was. Yeah. So I understand, and I understand the lighting thing, Tina, because
so Jen, and good morning, Jen, asks, do you recall any smells during the experience?
Just the trees.
Just trees.
Just the trees.
Like the pine of the tree.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Was it snowy, like winter, or no?
There was no snow, no nothing. It was
hallelujah.
It was just all green. Like,
I like snow sometimes.
The green grass, the pine trees were just smelling. Yeah, it was just very comforting.
Did you hear anything? Were there birds? Was there, besides people?
No, there were no birds, no nothing.
Hi guys. All right.
It was just really beautiful.
That's awesome.
Okay. So the beauty, there was no anxiety, right?
No.
The voice of your creator, was it like was it like Morgan Freeman, or was it like, hey Tina, you know?
It was, I don't know. He pretty much was just
Was it not
like
a voice,
normal.
but it was
It was
like
like
you
no,
just
there was like
mentally?
no, there was no burning bush. There was no burning
Right.
bush. There was no nothing. It was calling out my name. He was
Yes.
calling my name out. And I guess the burning bush was like inside more. You couldn't
Okay.
see it.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't need to stay there in heaven, doesn't get to see it, I guess.
Oh,
But
okay.
I
Okay,
did
that
not
makes sense.
see any of that. Yeah. I just saw what, people dancing and having a
Yeah.
good time, and that was it.
I got a comment here. Do they really don't miss us? Why would they? They know you're coming back. You're just gone for a brief. You have
Yeah.
to remember this is eternity, and they're gone for like a flick of your snap of your finger, and you're back.
Yeah, they were all
So
playing up there. They were all playing, like, there were kids playing. I forgot to mention there were, like, playgrounds that they were just playing and running and everything. They were just having so much fun.
I just got a person here on TikTok. She says that her mother just passed on Saturday, and your heart's broken. And I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
If you would like me to make an appointment with me, I might be able to communicate it. Although I will tell you that first, sometimes some people communicate immediately after they pass. Sometimes it takes them a couple weeks. Can you imagine? You've got to meet everybody. You've got to have a good time for a little bit before you're ready to say, hunker down and say, hey, how's it going from the other side? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they decocoon. If it was a painful death, is what I have seen, and it's been because my dad died of cancer. It was a very painful lung cancer, and I didn't hear from him for about 6 weeks. And how I know it was really him is he came to me in a dream, and my daughter had the exact same dream the exact same night. And that's how we knew it was my dad communicating. But it took him a good 6 weeks before he got around to it. You have to get rid of all the negative energy. You're holding so much negative energy in your soul. It's like it seeps into everything. You have to get rid of it. So they decocoon you. But I'm also wondering too, if maybe you're just having a big old party for those. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know.
Happy.
It was.
So
Go ahead.
as you were there, and were you? What was outside of just taking in the extreme beauty, the amazing stuff, right? Were you asking yourself, like, where the heck am I? What's happening right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't know where I was, and and that's why the lady, I said, where am I? And she says, honey, she says, you're in God's kingdom,
Yeah.
and
Here's a good question to go along with it. Is like, how long did it feel like you were there? Did it feel like you were there for just 10 seconds, or was it like I was there for a month?
It felt like I was there for a while, and because I was talking, and there was no judgment. Like, there was no judgment, and everybody just welcomed everybody. They were all talking with each other, and just
amazing.
It was warm, and
that's amazing.
I felt like I had to stay there. Like, I wanted to stay there. I was begging not to come back.
Yep. That's what I've always heard. I've always heard people don't want to. They're just, and they realize what I find too is this is what I hear people say. I know the truth of everything. I know what happened to the dinosaurs. You know what I mean? They know everything. Yeah. I know it all. And
so and those people, they say that there's no God, there's no Jesus. Well, whenever you experience it, then you will really change your mind, because people don't know until you really see it.
Well, if you think about it, heaven is heaven. So if you were Muslim, would it have been Muhammad that appeared? Probably. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because we believe in Jesus and we expect him to be there, he'll be there. Do you see what I'm saying? And if and I think God is everywhere, and God does all this. So if you're Buddhist, there's Buddha. Do you know what I'm saying? So You know, that's just something to think about. But I really appreciate this, Tina. We'll have to talk again.
Amazing.
She's one of my, she's one of my followers. And she's also one of my, like I said, she's one of my moderators. I've got people moderating right now on TikTok, and I appreciate it. So, and we've got a lot of people that it's opening up a conversation. And I think I'm going to actually do a live where I'm asking people to join me who've had who had near-death experience. Cool. I want to hear them. I want to know if you've had one. I want to hear them. I want to know what you've experienced. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, we're opening up we're opening up conversations that need to be opened, and that's what this podcast does. So I've got somebody that's saying, religion doesn't exist on the other side. No, it does not, because you're already in the presence of God. Right. Now, some people don't believe in God. That's their choice. Then, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't, in its core, it does not matter. Okay. So thank you so much, Tina. And
awesome.
Take care. I will talk to you later, sweetheart. Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right,
thanks, Tina. Great stuff.
Bye. All right. So all I know is if anybody's out there who's had near-death experiences, I would love to hear from you. Love it. Please do. You've had one? Okay, I've got one. Kitchen widow. My encounter was unbelievable. You need to send out to me to send something out to me so I can communicate with you. Okay. In 2011, she says. See what I'm saying? I have not had one, but if you think about it, Kent, I'm all the time. Like I do it I'm basically crossing all the time back and forth. So it's interesting. But they can't come to me. I will say though, I have been told angels or some beings have come to me and said that I have a very long lifespan because I am here to guide the people that are in their spiritual awakenings for the next 25 to 30 years. And that I'm going to live to be in my, from what they're saying. So I just have to go with it. And because I am just in service to you. So yes, somebody wants to know, are you a psychic? I am a psychic and a medium. So yes, I contact your friends, your loved ones, and all of that. All right. Kent, I think it's about time to take questions. I can't see them today for some reason on this screen. I don't know why. You'll have to read them to me.
Yeah, we can. Of course, Sue says, damn, I want to have one. Nope, Sue, I prefer to have it here on Earth, Sue. So.
She said, damn, I want to have one too.
That's right.
I'm surprised I haven't because I remember being little and I remember we left really side note. I left a shovel out and my brother ran the shovel over with a mower and it flew and missed me within inches and something flashed just for a second. And he goes, that could have killed you. And I looked at him without a beat. I go, yeah, I know. I'm wondering, it was just a second. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe that was angel guidance or protection. I don't know. It's just interesting. So, all right. So anyway, well, it's question time. So here we go.
All right. Let's do that. Terry T, good morning. But let's go to YouTube TV first. Teresa, why is my hair falling out so much?
Stress. I want you to do this. I'm becoming a master herbalist. I want you to start taking biotin and I want you to start taking dandelion root. Dandelion root will make hair grow very, very fast. I have no idea. I got to figure out how I'm going to take tinctures after I have my weight loss surgery, which is in 6 weeks, because I don't lose my hair. I just know that you will, if you're taking dandelion root regularly, it's high in vitamin A and E with C mixed in, and it will make your hair grow and your nails grow unbelievably. So try it. I take, so my daughter's taking tinctures. Did you know that dandelion root helps with like fertility too? It does a lot of good. The leaves are for just in general if you want like some certain functions, kidneys, but dandelion roots specifically for things. It's just a side note that it makes your hair grow and your nails grow. Okay. All right.
Awesome. Next one comes from Terry T. Miss Lana, I bumped into H the other day, was stupid, didn't talk to him more. Was he happy to see me? Will we interact more? I can't stop thinking about him. Wish we can develop into something.
Yeah, you'll talk to him again. Be a while though. It'll be a while, at least 6 months or so. but I think that you guys will. Will it develop into more? I'm not sure. I kind of feel like he's one of these in and out people for you. That he's checking on you, how you doing. You do know we have soulmates like that, right? That will literally be in other lifetimes and then cross your path, check on you. I have a soulmate who was an ex. Yeah, good Lord. Anyway, he literally did not know who I was, did not until he touched me, like our fingers, because I was grabbing a pen from him and I saw and I went, oh my God, where have you been? You said this is later than you said, right? And I know it's weird. He understood what I was talking about. And he's like, and we just, it was like, we made an agreement on the other side to check on each other, even though we're in different places. And I'm telling you, there are people that are soulmates that do that. Okay. All right. So,
All right.
I'm going to take something off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Off TikTok real fast. Do I take the new job? You better believe it, Laura. You better take that. It's going to lead to something else, though. You aren't going to be there that long, but it's going to lead to something even better. Okay? All right? Okay. Go ahead, Kent.
All right. Is everything going to work out financially in 2024? I got rent increase, and I'm pretty worried. Tracy.
Okay, Tracy, I need to know your sun, moon, and rising. I can tell you if you are financially, this is a big year. There's a lot of money coming. Remember, I had predicted there'd be money coming, and I keep saying it. Now, they've got COLA increases to Social Security. There's going to be more debt forgiveness. I still say it. I still say there's more student debt forgiveness. If you are a Leo, an Aries, or a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, you have a really good year financially coming. Okay, there will be increases. Your money will increase. Okay, so just let you know. I know the transits, I've been looking at them astrologically. Now, am I an expert astrologer? No, but I have been learning from some people. And one of them is shout out to Susie Evolutionary, because she's been very helpful in telling me some of this because I'm learning. So, like I said, but those 5 signs, and I am a Capricorn rising. I pay attention to my rising sign or my ascendant more so than my sun. Because when it's all said and done, that's how you appear to the world. And I'm so Capricorn. I'm a fun-loving Sag that's outgoing, but I'm always put in charge. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm always in charge. It's a Capricorn thing. And like I said, earth signs are good with money. So use that to your advantage. Okay?
Listen, girlfriend, you ain't put in charge. You take charge. Let's be honest.
You know what? You're probably right.
Yoli says, what type of dandelion root?
Just plain old dandelion root. If you go on my on Amazon on my list page, what I'm buying, I'm getting a good deal on it. Some people take dandelion tea. I am taking a supplement. It's just 1,000 milligrams. I was up to 5,000 for a while, and it got to be too much. My hair was growing so fast. I was going in like every month, and it was growing like this much a month. It was growing a lot. And so I kind of backed off a little, but I will tell you, side note, I was sick. I had this bad cold going around, right? And why do I have it? Because I quit taking it. Why did I quit taking it? Because I had a UTI and a bladder, kidney, and the medicines didn't work. And why didn't they? I did not know that you have to be careful. As a master herbalist, I'm learning these things. I don't not believe in medicine. I truly do believe in antibiotics and things, but I don't take it. Very, very seldom do I take any of it. And I was taking it while taking my dandelion root and all these, my antibiotic bonded to the antibiotic and to the dandelion root, and it didn't work. So I had to quit taking my dandelion root for just a week. And what did I end up with? A head cold. I'm telling you, even with the elderberry I was taking, I still ended up with it. So just be careful that if you're taking it, I've been looking for interactions of anything, and I haven't seen anything else. But you have to understand, dandelion root has high magnesium, and the antibiotic I was on can have an issue with magnesium. So to stay healthy, I've been preventative. I've started it again because I'm off my antibiotic. But just letting you know, antibiotics are funny. They can bond to natural herbs and makes them ineffective. Just letting you know. Okay. So see, as I learn, Hey, I'm learning this. I'm learning this quickly because I'm my own guinea pig. So,
Right.
you know, I've brought down my blood pressure already. But dandelion root is unbelievable. The stuff and think about it, guys. It's something you would go back in your backyard and pull and eat. I know that's crazy, and it's everywhere and it's so good for you. It's so good for you. Okay. So just letting you guys know. All right. But yeah, if you go on Lanasenchantedskye on Amazon, it'll pop up. Okay. Pills. I take pills. My daughter takes a tincture that she puts in her drink. Now, me, when I'm getting weight loss surgery, I'm probably gonna have to go to a tincture because I can no longer have solids for so many weeks. So I'm probably gonna go buy a real high quality tincture and drop that into my drinks while I'm losing weight. So you guys are gonna see a lot less of me. So that's 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Ishka says, is the shaman / healer, I'm not sure of the term, I visited today trustworthy and good at what they do?
I feel like there's no issues, Ishika. I feel like it's okay. If I felt like there was a red flag, then I would tell you I think it's okay. Be cautious, ask lots of questions, don't completely trust right away. I know this is crazy, but people do this to me all the time. I have to prove myself. When I look at somebody and say, well, your grandma so-and-so says that you need to do this, this, and this. And that's the first, if you guys ever called me for a reading, that's how I start a reading. I know why you're calling. They're telling me why you're calling. And I get your family right away. So that way you're not doubting me and you relax to let me do the rest of the reading. That is how I'm doing it. So that if you call, so now you know. All right. Now I got somebody on here from Just Ketra. How can you heal an autoimmune disorder? Well, I'm in the process right now of healing I have Hashimoto's. And I know for a fact that my Hashimoto's is being aggravated by the amount of by carbs. That's why I'm getting weight loss surgery. I made the decision. I'm borderline with everything. I'm not sick yet, but I want to keep myself healthy. I have to be here a long time yet. So I do notice though, when I exercise, my antibodies of my thyroid go down directly in comparison to how much I'm exercising. I'm telling you, exercise heals everything. And if you can't do a lot of exercise, what can you do? I'm very serious when I say that. I still think a lot of the autoimmune is coming from our crap in our food. So, and everybody's like, well, I go vegan as much as I can. I go, I try to do all natural, organic stuff as much as possible. But I'm going to tell you, there's garbage everywhere. You're not going to get away from it. Even organic food is going to have is going to have Roundup in it. I'm saying, how can we? I will tell you though, a really big secret and keeping that cancer at bay is mung beans, Chickasaw peas. They're little round. They use them, sprout them, and eat them. Any type of sprout will help keep cancer at bay because the energy. Think about the energy. You've got these little seeds and they sprouted. Think all that energy. That's why they're so good for you. You should be eating them every day. Matter of fact, I have one of my advisors, my financial advisors. I remember I'm a Taurus North Node. I don't play. Anyway, one of my financial advisors said he's married to a woman who's from Taiwan and all they eat is mung beans. And he goes, well, no wonder they live for freaking ever. Her whole family's like 95 years old. And I'm like, it's what they eat every day. They eat it in their eggs. They eat it in their salads. They eat it. They eat it. They eat it. They eat it. Just a thought. Okay.
All right. Andrea says, should I continue to follow my Reiki journey?
You should. You should be a master. I've been a Reiki practitioner for 20 years, but I just now got the master. I just started teaching classes. You should. And I want you also, and I don't know why I'm supposed to say this, but I channeled that, Andrea. I want you to also look at alternative stuff, quantum healing or shamanism or something. Look, there's many ways to do Reiki healing or to get the same benefits. Now, if you guys don't know, Reiki, it opens up your ability. It causes you to like all this. I know that I didn't know I was a medium until I got trained in Reiki, and I'm practicing on people, sitting there with my hands on them, and I'm going, and I'm telling them all about their life. I'm telling them where they worked. I'm telling, and I'm all this stuff. And then I go, but then, you got, and then I'm telling them about their grandma. And my friend looks at me, she backs up, she goes, holy moly, you're a medium. And I'm like, oh, okay. I had no idea. I mean, I've always had ability of some sort. We always knew there was something there. I connect with kids extremely well. I'm like the Pied Piper. The kids would follow me around like that. You know what I mean? Kids that would never behave for anybody else were great, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't until I was 30 and I went through the Reiki training. So I suggest it for everybody. Okay.
There we go.
Right.
Aga says, hey, my MRI scan showed some white spots on my boobies. Should I be worried?
Not yet. They're going to do some more tests. I think there's a lumpectomy coming. So hold on. I think it's a lumpectomy. I don't. How old are you? You got quite a long life yet. Don't worry. Don't worry. I don't. This isn't. No. You're good. You're good. Just let them do what they have to do. You might be on some medicine for a little while too, but overall, I feel like you're going to come out to the other side with absolutely no problems. Okay. All right. I'm going to take, okay. I've got somebody who's asking about improving kidney function. Now, there's certain things that you can do for kidneys. Now, now that's the one thing, dandelion root. If you've got a kidney problem, you do have to be a little bit careful because it's a diuretic. And so, you have to keep drinking your water. But for kidney function, I want you to see if you should try this. Artichoke. Plain old artichoke. Artichoke. I don't, my kidneys are borderline accept also. And I'm still I am still on my roots, my dandelion root, but I started artichoke. Artichoke is a very cleansing thing. I've got a couple of different things. Look on my Amazon. You'll see what I am buying, literally. And MCT oil, krill oil. I take a little bit of fish oil, but krill oil is better than fish oil, but I mix them together. I take one of krill. Krill oil is those little bitty, tiny microscopic animals that you get out of the ocean. I've looked at some other things, and this is what I have decided. As I become a master herbalist, I will be able to write you guys, make suggestions to you so that you know. Okay. So, but try artichoke. All right. And you can buy it. It's literally, if you could eat just an artichoke every day, like pieces of an artichoke, do that. But I take it in a little pill because I just take it all at once. So, okay.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
So she's asking real fast, did you eat fresh or will marinated artichokes work? You can eat them fresh. You can get them. You can send away for pills. So you can just and that's how I take them because I just don't have time all the time to cook artichoke. And you have to remember I'm getting weight loss surgery. And when you get the weight loss surgery, I'm getting Roux-en-Y, which means reroute in French, because I speak French. Yeah. That I can't have solids for weeks at a time. It'll be about 6 to 8 weeks before I can start, and I can have puree, but I have to be very careful. I can't have any solids. So I'm figuring out how to do tinctures. I'm figuring out how to open the little pills up, and that's, so, okay. And yes, magnesium spray is good.
All right. Anna Cruz says, will I be in a relationship?
Well, eventually, Anna. I don't want to say it. It's going to be a while yet. It might even be the end of 24 or the end of 25. Okay. Yes, but there will be. Yes.
Sue says, I have an idea of a new product. Do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, but you have to work all the logistics out. It seems like there's a lot of work involved. Is there, Sue? It seems like it's just a lot of work. I don't know. But if you can work it out how to make it simple. Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, you got to figure the logistics of it. Okay.
Tracy asked about 2024. She is a Cancer Sun Virgo.
Yeah, that Virgo is good for you, Tracy. Very, very good for you. Yes. Okay.
All right. Nice.
All right, guys.
Janie Stockman says, is my daughter's health going to be okay?
I honestly might be honest with you. I think she has chosen to have the health lifetime. Everybody has a lifetime where their health is horrible and they get it out of the way. Mine was in my last lifetime. I died of cancer at 38 years old. I mean, I've had past life regression, and I know I gave you dates. Matter of fact, I keep talking about going there and finding myself. I talked about it many, many, many times. It's West Virginia. I didn't know this place existed. I said this, I spouted all this stuff and everything's true. I said there was this place named Fulton, West Virginia. I described it. I told them what then my last name was. What place my husband worked at. It's all true. And I'm telling you that if you haven't had past life regression, go get it, because you're not the same.
John Denver said that, almost heaven, right? West Virginia.
Yeah.
Blue Ridge Mountains.
All I know is that, okay, because West Virginia does this at the top. It has like this point. That's where Fulton, and I made the comment, it's like it's between two hills, sort of. And it's like, and I'm describing it. And so I keep saying I'm going to go back there, and then I'm going to tape it. Tape me finding myself, and you guys can watch my journey, because I'm telling you, it's if you've not had past life regression, get it done.
All right. I don't think I said this one, but Janie Stockman says, is my daughter's health going to be okay?
Yes, that was what I was talking about. Okay. Everybody chooses a bad lifetime of health problems. Mine was so bad, it was horrible. I mean, the things I went through, and I could see it. It was horrible. And now I know I'm really healthy. I'm unusually healthy. I need to lose weight. That's about it. And other than that, and to be honest, if I lost weight right now, out of 10, I'd be at 11 out of 10. I am very healthy.
Yeah. All right.
So, you know.
Angelus, last one says, I had a dream that I was able to see spirit with my eyes instead of my dreams. Is that even possible?
Yes. They were revealing to you that you are leveling up, my dear. Of course you can. I can see things with my eyes. I choose sometimes to see it in my head, but there's been times when when my grandfather died, he came, walked up to I saw him do it. He walked up to his casket, looked at himself, and he's real young again. He looked like he was about 30. Looked at it, turned around, looked around, and was gone. I can see both. But when you call me for a reading, I see them in my head usually, so that you guys know. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
All right. Listen, we are at the end of this one. It flies by. We got to thank Tina out there, and there she is. Tina, thank you so much. Great stuff. Jen says that you should learn Reiki and vibrate that loving energy around to people. But check out Lana for accurate predictions. Go to Lana's website at enchantedskye.com for fast and affordable answers. Try coffee.com. Listen, if we didn't get to your question, we apologize. However, you can reach out to either one of those places, and she can take care of you that way. For all of us here at 216 Net, thanks for getting caught in the net. This has been another great episode of Metaphysical Meandering. And until next time, be good, but more importantly, be good to one another.